from your health buddy Dr. Poonam Bali once again. I thought of making a quick video on healthcare tips, how to be healthier, to have better immunity in these days, much needed. And as I said, that you will be doing a huge favor to the nation by not falling sick. So how do we do that? By improving our health quotient, by raising our immunity levels. So we spoke about how it's so important to have healthy lungs. That was in the yesterday's video, because that's the organ which is affected the most when the corona first attacks your body, because it enters the nasal passages and then it comes into the lungs and inflames it. So with the inflammation they become weaker, and then they become more prey to the effect of corona by having all kind of morbidities like pneumonia and emphysema, like collection of fluids or pus or all kind of morbidities. So then the lungs cannot send the oxygen into the rest of the body, and all the rest of the tissues, the organs, they begin to fail as well. That's why of late, not only the lungs are found to be affected, but also there is a multiple organ failure happening in older people, especially with comorbidities. So one of the subjects that I want to speak about to really improve your health and your immunity levels is to have the correct weight. As you all know, it is nothing new. Obesity is one of the main condition to lead to so many morbidities. The list is endless, starting with constipation, because when you're having excess fat on your belly, which is usually the case in both males and females, your intestinal movement is getting affected. They cannot move. The peristaltic movement, which pushes out the toxic waste matter, the fecal matter, is slowed down, and you begin to have retention of the stools, and that further leads to weight gain. And then starting with the main issue, which is the constipation, that itself is the reason to lead to so many conditions of diseases, and blood pressure, blood cholesterol, even gout, your fatty liver, because liver is the one which has to do the maximum function of whatever fat you put into your body in terms of saturated fat and bad fat. The conversion is done by liver, so it's overtaxed, overworked, and then it begins to slow down in its function, and it goes to imbalances of the different levels, that of LDL and HDL and the bad cholesterol and the good cholesterol ratio. It can lead to almost every condition that you think of. So I urge, especially the younger generation as well as everybody, to eat right, to eat only when you're really hungry. Do not eat food as a compulsion, as a weakness of your emotions, because many people are compulsive eaters just because they're feeling bored or low, or maybe some kind of depression, momentary, and they find their entertainment in food, and the body gets overloaded, overworked, and it tends to retain that fat. It does not burn it out. So you have to see there's a very simple formula, input versus output. So if your input is more than the output is how much you're using, the nutrition that you're consuming, how much of it you burn it out. So just make a close observation of that. If you have just done a lot of activity and you're actually really feeling like your body will collapse if you don't eat, that's the time your body really needs food. Otherwise, your body is very capable of surviving without food for hours. You know, in the Himalayan ranges, the saints and sages, they live on fresh air, sun energy, and their meditation, the energy they derive from meditation, for days without food. At the most, they'll eat some fruit or some honey, and they will live like that. So they are healthier. So this is how you can really improve your immunity levels, by resting your body, by giving it a holiday, to use up the even if at that point when you're not giving food to the body, your body requires food or energy, it will take it from the reserves. That's why the fasting is designed, which has been age old in our country, in our culture, Indian culture, the concept of fasting was basically for health. The religion, a lot of rituals of religion connected with fasting was the wisdom of our elders, of our saints, to give you better health by making your body free from having to digest the food. So I'll be very happy to counsel anybody on this issue, and would love to be your guide to have the optimum weight, which will give you optimum health. It will save you from a lot of comorbidities, which is what will save you from, even if you were to contract the corona infection, you will be able to fight it out with the normal course of treatment, and you will not have any fatality. You will not have any critical conditions and so of course first is the lungs and the second is your overall health. So I beg you, I urge of you to please be healthy, do your morning exercise. Sun is another factor which can make you have the correct weight, because it does not, it detoxifies your body, and that helps you um, in in uh, in having the right weight. Similarly, exercise by breathing out is detoxification. Pranayam can make you lose weight. Timely, good, sufficient sleep can make you lose weight or maintain weight, because when you sleep, you detoxify. So, any process which helps in detoxifying your body will lead you to weight maintenance and the loss of excess weight. So, in one word, you can understand uh, lack of toxin means lack of fat. So make sure that whatever you do, you ensure that your body does not retain any toxins, and that's how you will expel the excess fat and not let it retain. And also eat right only when you really need the food. Make the habit for yourself and make your family practice it, so they support you, and everybody ends up being healthy, and we are having a healthy nation of healthy people, are more joyful people. When you have the right weight, you feel so liberated. It gives you a lot of sense of joy and pride and confidence. So please practice that. Have a lovely day. I am with you always in your service. Thank you.